You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2022 individual game tickets are now on sale. Fans can purchase their tickets by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com. Season ticket packages and mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups to enjoy a game. The team offers block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, an exclusive party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of exclusive experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Nicolak Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. Please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. The store is open on game days Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please visit liducks.com or call 631-940-3825. Quacker Jack, the 11-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please fill out and submit an appearance request form at liducks.com or contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2022 individual game tickets are now on sale. Fans can purchase their tickets by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com. Season ticket packages and mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups to enjoy a game. The team offers block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, an exclusive party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of exclusive experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Nicolak Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. Please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. The store is open on game days Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please visit liducks.com or call 631-940-3825. Quacker Jack, the 11-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please fill out and submit an appearance request form at liducks.com or contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2022 individual game tickets are now on sale. Fans can purchase their tickets by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com. Season ticket packages and mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups to enjoy a game. The team offers block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, an exclusive party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of exclusive experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Nicolak Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. Please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in the group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. The store is open on game days Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please visit liducks.com or call 631-940-3825. Quacker Jack, the 11-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please fill out and submit an appearance request form at liducks.com or contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks Baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship.
Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Line bust up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch, and for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. Swung on and missed for strike three. The Long Island Ducks have come to Texas, and they'll be bringing the trophy back home to Long Island. The Long Island Ducks are the 2019 Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
Live from Fairfield Properties Ballpark in central Islip, New York. It's time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And tonight, the Long Island Ducks host the High Point Rockers in the opener of a 3-game weekend series. Well, hello everyone, this is Mike Moore, and we thank you so much for tuning into Ducks baseball tonight across the globe on liducks.com, at youtube.com/ducksbaseball, and Facebook Live, making us a part of your Friday night entertainment. The Ducks are kicking off a 6-game homestand after a brief 3-game road trip that saw Long Island get swept at the hands of the Lancaster Barnstormers. The Ducks falling in the finale of that series yesterday morning. 8-4 was the final at Clipper Magazine Stadium. So the Ducks are hoping that some home cooking here before the faithful flock will turn their season around in 2022. Long Island is playing in game number 18 overall. They are 7-10 in the first half of the regular season, and they are 4-1 here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark after losing to the York Revolution on opening night. The Ducks have won 4 consecutive games here on the Duck Pond. Long Island is looking to snap a 3-game losing streak. The Flock have also fallen in 8 of their last 10 contests overall. And the Ducks currently stand in second place in the first half of the North Division standings, 7.5 games behind the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, who are off to a 15-3 start here in 2022. On the flip side, the High Point Rockers are playing in game number 20 overall. They are 13-6 and 2-1 away from Truist Point. They have played a ton of home games to kick off this regular season schedule. 16 of their first 19 games have been in North Carolina. They are 2-1 on the road as the Rockers are looking to snap a 2-game losing streak. High Point has won 12 of their last 16 games and are currently in second place in the first half of the South Division standings in the Atlantic League, a game and a half behind the front-running Gastonia Honey Hunters, who are off to a 14-4 start. This is a stretch for the Flock in which they're playing 19 of their next 25 games here at home. So they will look to turn their season around in a different direction as they kick off this 3-game weekend series and 6-game homestand here tonight against the High Point Rockers. We'll take our first break of the evening, and when we return, earlier today I sat down with the manager of your Long Island Ducks, Wally Backman, and we spoke a little bit about the success of the bullpen trio of Joe Iorio, Brady Feigl, and Sandy Baez, not only last night against Lancaster, I should say yesterday morning against Lancaster, but also the success that trio has had in relief in all of 2022. And we also discussed Joe DiCarlo's fast start, both offensively for Long Island and the tremendous job he has done behind the plate, calling the games for the Flock. And the final part of our discussion was about the newest member of the Long Island Ducks, who will be making his Fairfield Properties Ballpark debut in a Long Island Ducks uniform tonight in Alejandro de Asa. That interview is coming up next as we set the table for the Rockers and the Ducks to kick off a 3-game weekend series here in Central Islip.
Hey fans, this is manager Wally Backman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Well, earlier today I sat down with Ducks manager Wally Backman and we discussed the bullpen success as of late, Joe DiCarlo's success as well, both offensively and defensively, calling the games behind the dish. And we also talked a little bit about the newest member of the Long Island Ducks in Alejandro de Asa.
Wally, 5 scoreless innings last night in relief from the trio of Joe Iorio, Sandy Baez, and Brady Feigl. They have been fantastic so far this season. Baez with an earned run average of 1.23. Feigl has allowed just 3 unearned runs, and Joe Iorio this season a 0.84 ERA. What do you think is the reason for their early success here in 2022?
Well, I know that they should have success. Those are very good numbers that they have right now. You know, it's our biggest main issue is our starting pitching right now. If we can get to those guys in the back end of the bullpen while the game's still close enough, we should be winning a lot of games that we haven't. But unfortunately, our starters have only won 1 game in the first 17 games that we played. So, you know, the bullpen's intact. Starters have to get better, and I think that they will. I mean, if you look at overall what we've done this year, we lead the league in hitting. We lead the league in hitting with runners in scoring position, and we lead the league in fielding. So there's only one place to point the finger, and it's definitely not the bullpen. The bullpen's done a fine job for us. So we just got to get our starting pitching back on track.
One of the most impressive offseason transactions for you was when you acquired Joe DiCarlo. He has to adjust to a new league here in the ALPB, and he has established a great rapport with his pitchers, calling games behind the plate. But also offensively, he's second in the league in batting average and on-base percentage, and is also in the top 10 in hits, walks, and OPS. So how has it been for Joe DiCarlo this season, adjusting to the Atlantic League, and how impressed are you with the way he's done so far on both sides of the plate, both as a catcher and as a hitter?
He's done a fine job in both areas, actually. You know, he hasn't caught a lot. You know, this was a kid that was a second-round draft pick and was signed as a shortstop originally and converted into a catcher where I believe he only caught 49 games in affiliated baseball. But he's a very talented player. He's getting an opportunity here, which he never really got in the other organizations he was with. He gets to play every day and show what he's made of. And it's hard for me to understand why a second-round pick never really got the opportunity to play on a regular basis when they converted him to a catcher. But he's done a great job catching. He calls a good game. He runs the pitching staff very well. I mean, it's short into the season. We're only 17 games into the season, but Joe's done a great job for us.
And finally, earlier this week, you guys acquired Alejandro De Aza to add some depth to your lineup. De Aza has a history in the Atlantic League with both the New Britain Bees and the Lancaster Barnstormers, and also had some time in the big leagues locally with the New York Mets, and also was a member of the Minnesota Twins as well. So that major league presence in the clubhouse here, how important do you think will that be moving forward in terms of having a player like De Aza helping to lift the young players and keep the veteran players, on course as well?
Well, very much so. I think in both ways you just said that, for the young guys and for the veteran guys. Alejandro's got like 9 years in the big leagues, or parts of 9 years. He's played a lot of games in the big leagues, had success in the big leagues. His presence just as a player is huge, but I think not only that, but the chemistry that he brings to the ball club and the energy he brings to the ball club is going to make us just that much of a better of a team.
Thank you, Wally. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Mike.
And that is Long Island Ducks manager Wally Backman. We'll take another break, and when we return, we will preview tonight's starting pitching matchup as the Ducks get set to take on the High Point Rockers in the opener of a 3-game weekend series here in Central Islip.
Hey fans, this is pitching coach Rick Tomlin, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trays, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah. They got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
Mike Moore back with you from Fairfield Properties Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. The Long Island Ducks have taken the field, and now we are going to step aside as we honor America and those who serve to protect it with the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner performed this evening by Lloyd Harbor School. Harbor School with a terrific singing of tonight's Star-Spangled Banner. All of the pomp and circumstance has taken place, and now it is time for Long Island Ducks Baseball. Again, we thank you so much for tuning in to Ducks Baseball tonight across the globe on liducks.com, at youtube.com/DucksBaseball, and Facebook Live, making us a part of your Friday evening entertainment. Brett Kennedy, the right-hander, is on the mound for Long Island. He is 0-1 this season with an earned run average of 4.5. He'll be opposed by left-hander Justin Nicolino, 3-0 here in 2022 for the High Point Rockers with a 1.9 earned run average. This is a rematch of a game that took place between these two teams on May the 3rd back at Truist Point. A 3-1 victory for the High Point Rockers over the Long Island Ducks. Let's take a look at the starting lineups in tonight's ballgame. First, for the visiting High Point Rockers, Johnny Field will lead off and play center field. Jerry Downs, the first baseman, bats number 2 in the order. Xander Wheel gets to start at third base. He will hit third. Batting cleanup is the designated hitter, Logan Morrison. Quincy Lattimore in left field bats 5th. Tyler Ladendorf, the shortstop, at 6th. Michael Martinez plays second base. He will bat 7th. Chris Proctor, the catcher, hits 8th. And Jay Gonzalez in right field will bat 9th. For the Long Island Ducks, Johnny Turbo will lead off and play right field. Alejandro De Aza in center field will bat 2nd. Rusney Castillo is the designated hitter. He will bat 3rd. In the cleanup position is the third baseman, Davidson Romero. Sam Travis gets to start at first base. He will hit 5th. LJ Mazzilli in left field bats 6th. Joe DiCarlo, the catcher, bats 7th. Vladimir Frias plays second base and hits 8th. And Devin Marrero, the shortstop, will bat 9th. Starting pitcher on the mound for the Long Island Ducks is Brett Kennedy. As Johnny Field will lead off the ballgame for the High Point Rockers. He'll be followed by Jerry Downs and Xander Wheel. The umpires in tonight's game behind home plate, it will be Jim Grillo. Eric Mercado is the first base umpire, and Michael Herring is the umpire over at third. Field, a right-handed batter wearing number 2 and playing center field, game number 19 for the Rockers leadoff batter. Play ball, says home plate umpire Jim Grillo. Working from the first base side of the rubber, Brett Kennedy kicks and fires the first pitch of the evening. It's a fastball that misses upstairs for ball 1. And we are underway, a 6:37 first pitch here on a Friday evening from Fairfield Properties Ballpark. The 1-0 to Field is a fly ball down the right field line out of play, and that levels a count at a ball and a strike. Under cloudy skies, it is currently 67 degrees. The humidity is at 77%, and the winds are out of the southeast at 9 miles per hour. And we have some light rain coming down right now here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. 1-1 to Field is fouled off, and the count is a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Field is hitting .258 on the season with 2 home runs and 11 runs batted in.
Oh, you'd have to move down, but okay.
Was that your water or?
Brett Kennedy is making his 5th game start. 0-1 on the season with an earned run average of 4.5. The 1-2 to Field misses low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kennedy, in 20 innings pitched, has allowed 11 runs on 22 hits. 10 of the 11 runs have been earned. He's walked 6 and struck out 12. And of the 22 hits allowed, 2 have been for home runs. He's also hit a pair of batters. The 2-2 pitch is a high fly ball to left center field. Camping under it is LJ Mazzilli. He's called off by Alejandro De Aza. And the Ducks center fielder makes the catch for the first out of the night.
First baseman, number 28, Jerry Downs.
In steps Jerry Downs, left-handed batter wearing number 28. He is the first baseman. Field is playing in game number 19 here in 2022. Flying out to center field to begin the evening, and now Downs steps in. This is game number 17 for the Rockers first baseman. He's hitting .236 with 2 home runs and 5 runs batted in. Kennedy's first pitch is a fastball taken at the knees for a called strike 1. Brett Kennedy is 6'1", 215 pounds, 27 years old, from Brigantine, New Jersey. 1 pitch misses down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. This is Kennedy's 7th season of professional baseball. 1-1. He's fouled out of play. Brett Kennedy, as I mentioned, his 7th professional season. This is his first here in the Atlantic League. Ahead in the count, 1-2. Swing and a miss. It gets away from Joe DiCarlo. He hustles and throws to first. And it's in time. A good stretch in foul territory by Sam Travis. Put out goes 2-3. And Brett Kennedy has his first strikeout of the evening. 2 out and nobody on for Xander Wheel. Right-handed batter wearing number 40 and playing third base. This is game number 18 for Wheel overall. He's hitting .308 with 6 home runs and 22 runs batted in. Kennedy's first pitch is a fastball cut on and missed. Brett Kennedy, as I mentioned a moment ago, is making his second start against High Point. He last pitched versus the Rockers against his opposition on the mound, Justin Nicolino, on May the 3rd. Back at Truist Point. He suffered the loss, but tallied a quality start. Gave up 3 runs in the first inning, but that was it. In 6 innings pitched, he allowed 4 hits, walking 2 and striking out 5. The Ducks fell to the Rockers. 3-1 was the final at Truist Point. The 2-1 dots the outside corner for a called strike, and that evens the count at 2-2. Kennedy's last start was right here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark on Sunday in Game 1 of a single admission doubleheader against the Lancaster Barnstormers. 2-2 pitch is a fastball, foul tipped and held on by Joe DiCarlo. Strike 3, side retired. So Brett Kennedy, a flyout and a pair of strikeouts to begin his evening on the mound. The Ducks just retired the Rockers 1-2-3, making this another PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning. With energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island, saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit psegline.com/efficiency. It's just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you. After 1/2 inning of play from Fairfield Properties Ballpark in Central Islip, New York, the score is the High Point Rockers 0, and the Long Island Ducks coming up to bat.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Hunter Caudo, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy-efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSEG Long Island offers money-saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money-saving rebates at psegline.com/save money.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime.
Fans, every walk by a Ducks batter this season is a First National Bank LI walk to first. First National Bank LI celebrating 95 years as Long Island's truly local bank. Explore their anniversary promotions and experience customer-first service for yourself. Visit fnbli.com. Johnny Turbo leads off the last of the first. He'll be followed by Alejandro De Aza and Rusney Castillo. And Justin Nicolino's first pitch is taken at the knees for a called strike one. Turbo is playing in game number 13, hitting .356 with 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. One pitch is off the plate, 1 ball and 1 strike. Justin Nicolino, the left-hander working from the first base side of the rubber. The 1-1 to Turbo is lined back to the mound, caught by Nicolino for the first out. That ball looked like it was ticketed for center field, but Nicolino, with those cat-like reflexes, was able to snag it and take a base hit away from Johnny Turbo. In steps Alejandro De Aza, left-handed batter wearing number 33 and playing center field. De Aza is making his home debut for the Ducks here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. He went 1 for 5 in the series against Lancaster, his former ball club, at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Lefty-lefty matchup. The first pitch misses outside for ball 1. Justin Nicolino is making his 5th game start. He's 3-0 with an earned run average of 1.90. .1-0 to De Aza. Taken at the knees for a called strike, and that levels the count at 1-1. Nicolino in 23 2/3 innings has allowed 5 runs on 15 hits. 1 home run allowed of the 15 hits surrendered. 4 walks and 19 strikeouts. Pulled to first, fielded by Jerry Downs, and he takes it to the bag himself to retire De Aza. 2 out and nobody on for Rusney Castillo. Castillo, a right-handed batter wearing number 38. He is the designated hitter tonight. This is game number 17 overall for Castillo. The batting average stands at .288. He has 1 home run and 5 RBIs. First pitch to Castillo misses inside for ball 1. Nicolino, in 91 batters faced entering this start, has a batting average against of just .174. 1-0 pitch is pulled to third, backhanded by Wheel, and he fires across the diamond in time to end the inning.
All right, Ducks fans, I'm making my way out to left field, and
the Ducks go in order in the first. We move to the top of the second from Fairfield Properties Ballpark, and we have no score.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bennett Perry, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSCG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSCG Long Island offers money saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money saving rebates at pscgliny.com/save money.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime.
The 2022 season of Ducks baseball is presented by Catholic Health. Visit them online at chsli.org. Catholic Health. Long live Long Island. Brett Kennedy and Justin Nicolino each tally 1, 2, 3 frames to begin their evenings on the mound. So it'll be 4, 5, and 6 in the order for the Rockers against the right-hander. Logan Morrison will lead off. He'll be followed by Quincy Lattimore and Tyler Ladendorf. Morrison, a left-handed batter wearing number 34. He is the designated hitter tonight. And for Morrison, this is game number 8 for the Rockers. He's hitting 192 with 1 home run and 4 RBIs. Kennedy's first pitch is taken on the outer half for a called strike 1. Brett Kennedy needed just 14 pitches to retire the side in order in the first. The 0-1. This ball away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Brett Kennedy, as I mentioned, had his last start here on Sunday. Game 1 of a Mother's Day single admission doubleheader against the Lancaster Barnstormers. Tallied a no decision in that contest. It was his 4th start of the season. And in 5 innings, he allowed 5 runs on 8 hits. 3 walks and no strikeouts. 5 runs, 8 hits, and 3 walks were all season highs. 2-2 to Morrison. He threw 81 pitches in the outing, 46 of which were strikes, a 57% success ratio. He conceded a run in the first inning, 2 in the third, and 2 in the fifth, but the Ducks came back to earn a 9-5 win and take Kennedy off the hook. 2 pitches downstairs, and Morrison has run the count full. Payoff pitch misses high, and Morrison is the first base runner of the ball game. He draws a leadoff walk here in the second. That will bring up Quincy Lattimore, right-handed batter wearing number 22 and playing left field. This is game number 18 for Lattimore overall. He's hitting .273 with 5 home runs and 15 driven in. In Brett Kennedy's first 4 starts, the Ducks have a record of 1-3. Lattimore takes a belt-high fastball for a called strike 1. Brett Kennedy reached the major league level in 2018 with the San Diego Padres. One pitch is cut on and missed. He made 6 starts at the game's highest level, going 1-2 with a 6.75 earned run average and 18 strikeouts over 26 2/3 innings pitched. He's ahead on the count to Quincy Lattimore, 0-2. Short lead at first for Logan Morrison. Slider down low, knocked down by DeCarlo, 1 ball and 2 strikes. In his big league career, Kennedy surrendered 20 runs on 36 hits and 12 walks in the 6 starts for the Padres. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Lattimore goes down, and that's 3 strikeouts. And the first 5 batters faced for Brett Kennedy. 1 out and 1 on for Tyler Ladendorf, right-handed batter wearing number 6. He's the shortstop tonight, playing in game number 20 overall, hitting .240 with a home run and 10 runs batted in. First pitch misses for ball 1. Brett Kennedy last played in the big leagues on September 7th, 2018. A 12-6 loss at Cincinnati's Great American Ballpark. Infield at double play depth, outfield is straight away. The 1-1 is grounded up the middle and through for a base hit. Morrison holds at second, and Ladendorf as the game's first hit, a clean single. And that puts runners at first and second with only one down for Michael Martinez.
Michael Martinez.
Martinez is a switch hitter batting left against the right-hander Kennedy, wearing number 19 and playing second base. This is game number 6 for Martinez on the season. He's hitting .263 with 2 RBIs. Left-handed batters are hitting .276 against Brett Kennedy this season. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. With runners on base, Kennedy has tallied a batting average against of just .256 and .269 with runners in scoring position. Defensively for the Flock, Sam Travis is at first base, Vladimir Frias is at second, Devin Marrero is the shortstop, and Davidson Romero is at third. Left to right in the outfield, it's L.J. Mazzilli, Alejandro De Aza, and Johnny Turbo, with Joe DiCarlo catching Brett Kennedy. Count is even on a ball and a strike to Michael Martinez. Pitch misses high and inside, 2-1. High Point this season, with runners in scoring position, have a team batting average of .258. Martinez is 1 for 5 with men in scoring position here in 2022. 2-1 pitch is fouled back. That evens a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kennedy has one quality start in his first 4 outings on the mound this year, and that came against these High Point Rockers, as I mentioned, on May the 3rd. 3 runs allowed on 4 hits in 6 innings, but all 3 runs came in the first, so 5 scoreless innings after that rough start out of the gate. In games played under the lights this year, Kennedy is 0-1 with an ERA of an even 3. No record this season, and at 2 starts at Fairfield Properties Ballpark with an earned run average of 5. The 2-2 to Martinez. This is inside, full count. Number 8 batter, Chad Proctor, waits on deck for High Point. Let's go over the dimensions here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. It is 325 feet down the left and right field lines, and 400 feet to straightaway center field. Keep an eye on the base runners. Morrison at second and Ladendorf at first. They are not running, and the 3-2 pitch is a fly ball to deep center field. Going back is De Aza in the gap in left center. He makes the catch, and both runners hold. A good play by Alejandro De Aza, battling the rain and the wet grass here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. He was shaded towards right center field, so he had a lot of real estate to cover, but he was able to track it down for the second out. So that will leave it up to Chad Proctor, left-handed batter wearing number 10. He's the catcher tonight, playing in game number 13 overall. Proctor's hitting .368 with no home runs and 5 RBIs. First pitch to Proctor is a fastball cut on and missed. High Point has an identical batting average with runners in scoring position as they do with men in scoring position with 2 out. It stands at .258. Well, one pitch is fouled back. With runners in scoring position and 2 out this season, Proctor is hitless in 5 at-bats. So Kennedy looking to keep High Point off of the scoreboard here in the second. They have 2 on with 2 out. The 0-2. Struck him out, swinging. It gets away from DeCarlo. And he throws to first. And the 2-3 putout ends the inning. So Brett Kennedy has 4 strikeouts now in the first 8 batters faced, as he's able to keep the Rockers off of the scoreboard in the second. For High Point, no runs on 1 hit. There was a walk and 2 runners left on base. After an inning and a half, we still have no score.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Cody Beckman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Your source for everything Ducks is liducks.com. The official website of the Long Island Ducks is the best place to stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team. Purchase tickets to the game, see the full promotional schedule, visit the online store, read the latest news stories, and watch every game live right on the homepage. The site offers an optimal browsing experience on either your computer or mobile device. liducks.com, the official website of the Long Island Ducks, your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball.
Coming out to Fairfield Properties Ballpark tomorrow night when the Ducks host the High Point Rockers in the second of this 3-game weekend series. First pitch is scheduled for 6:35 p.m. And at the conclusion of the game, all fans in attendance will be entertained with the best post-game fireworks spectacular in all of the Atlantic League. To purchase tickets, visit liducks.com. Go to the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office or call 631-940-TIXX. Davidson Romero leads off the last of the second for the Flock, and he takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. Romero will be followed by Sam Travis and L.J. Mazzilli. Justin Nicolino retired the side in order in the first, snagging a line drive hit right back to him by Johnny Turbo, and then erasing Alejandro de Alza and Rusney Castillo by way of a pair of ground balls. Romero is playing in game number 17. A right-handed batter wearing number 24. He's the third baseman tonight. He's hitting .293 on the season with 3 home runs and 11 runs batted in. A 1-1. This is inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nicolino's last start was on Sunday against the York Revolution at Peoples Bank Park. 2-1 pitch to Romero is lined into the gap in left center field. Giving chase is Quincy Latimer, and he'll track it down for the first out. Nice play by Quincy Latimer as he got a good jump on the baseball and was able to snag it to retire Romero.
First baseman, number 26, Sam.
4 up and 4 race to begin the night. Justin Nicolino as Sam Travis steps in. Right-handed batter wearing number 26. He's playing first base. Game number 18 for Travis overall. He's hitting .317 with 4 home runs and 17 driven in. Takes the first pitch on the inner half for a called strike one. Starting game 1 of the doubleheader against the York Revolution at Peoples Bank Park this past Sunday, Mother's Day. Nicolino cruised through the first 5 innings of the 7-inning contest without allowing a hit. Jeffrey Perez led off the 6th inning with a single, ending the no-hit bid. (1-1) to Travis is off the plate. The 6 outs shy of a no-hitter for Nicolino was the closest a Rockers pitcher had ever gotten in franchise history. (2-1) to Travis is a little flare to the right side, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Travis, with an inside-out swing, is able to take it the other way for an opposite field single, and the Ducks have their first base runner of the night.
Stepping to the plate, the PC Richard
As L.J. Mazzilli steps in.
Ducks left fielder, number 13, L.J.
Mazzilli, right-handed batter wearing number 13 and playing left field. This is game number 17 for Maz overall. He's hitting .204 with 1 home run and 5 RBIs. First pitch to Mazzilli is grounded to third, and it comes up on wheel and goes into left field. Travis advances to second and will hold there. And the Ducks have 2 on with 1 out for Joe DiCarlo. So that looked like it could potentially be a tailor-made double play. The ball hit the lip of the grass on the infield, came up on wheel, and he could not make the play. So the inning will continue now for Joe DiCarlo. DiCarlo, a right-handed batter wearing number 2. He's the catcher playing in game number 18 on the season. He's hitting .389 with no home runs and 14 RBIs. He goes after the first pitch and grounds it to short. Leitendorf has it to second for 1. Martinez on to first, double play, side retired. So that's just what the doctor ordered for Justin Nicolino as he induces Joe DiCarlo to bounce into the 6-4-3 twin killing. And that gets the left-hander through the last of the 2nd inning unscathed. We move to the top of the 3rd here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, and we still have no score.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Joe Iorio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
This is it. Check it out. See what everyone's talking about. Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way.
Bring your outdoor living dreams to life. Visit Nicolak's Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst and see thousands of square feet of pavers, retaining walls, fire pits, and outdoor living accents on display. Only Nicolak paving stones are made with Paver Shield technology for more vibrant color options than anyone else. Visit Nicolak.com to request a free sample or their Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst. Nicolak. Ask for it by name. You'll see the difference. Visit Nicolak.com. That's Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way. Pave your way.
Follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks team up with Island Federal Credit Union to hit home runs for hunger. Every time a Ducks player hits a home run right here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, Island Federal will donate $100 to Long Island Cares in an effort to help improve food security for families on Long Island. Island Federal Credit Union, catch the wave to better banking. The Ducks have hit 3 home runs here in Central Islip this season. So thus far, $300 donated to Long Island Cares. We move to the top of the third. And going back to the home half of inning number 2, L.J. Mazzilli was credited with a base hit. But then Justin Nicolino induced Joe DiCarlo to bounce into a 6-4-3 double play to keep the Ducks off of the scoreboard. So Kennedy on the mound for his 3rd inning of work. And the first pitch to the number 9 batter, Jay Gonzalez. He's taken on the outside corner for a called strike 1. Gonzalez will be followed by Johnny Fields and Jerry Downs. Jay Gonzalez, a left-handed batter wearing number 27 and playing right field. Tries to bunt his way on, but to no avail. He went around. Says home plate umpire Jim Grillo, 0-2 is the count. This is game number 18 for Gonzalez. He's hitting .275 with no home runs and 5 runs batted in. The 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul to the right side. Brett Kennedy made his Major League Baseball debut on August 8th, 2018 against the Milwaukee Brewers at Miller Park. 2 pitches in the dirt. He suffered the loss, giving up 6 runs on 11 hits over 4 innings while striking out 3. His first strikeout was of Christian Yelich. Earlier this week, hit for the cycle against the Cincinnati Reds. Grounded to the left side, and it's off the glove of Davidson Romero. Trickles onto the outfield grass, picked up by Devin Marrero. Gonzalez is on board to start the third. So we'll see how that one is going to be scored. The second consecutive inning, the Rockers have a leadoff base runner against Brett Kennedy. And it's back to the top of the order, and Johnny Field, who gave the keynote in tonight's game, flying out to Alejandro De Aza in center field. Romero went to his left. The ball went off of his glove. Did not really get in front of the baseball. This one's grounded to third. Romero gobbles it up. He goes to second for 1. Frias on to first, double play. So Johnny Field, first pitch swinging, bounces into an around the horn 5-4-3 twin killing. And just like that, the bases are empty with 2 down for Jerry Downs.
First baseman, number 28, Jerry Downs.
So on that play there, Romero fielded it cleanly and made a perfect toss to Vladimir Frias at second. The return throw to Sam Travis at first erased Field. So 2 out and nobody on. And Jerry Downs takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Downs struck out swinging his first time up and was retired on the 2-3 putout. Joe DiCarlo firing it over to Sam Travis. 1 pitch is in the dirt. An error was charged to Davidson Romero on that ground ball hit off the bat of Jay Gonzalez. So for Romero, that is his second error of the season. Long Island committing just their 12th miscue. They have the fewest errors in the Atlantic League. They've been terrific defensively all season long. Ducks come in tied with the High Point Rockers with the highest fielding percentage in the Atlantic League at .980. And the double play off the bat of Fields is the 18th turn by Long Island this 2022 campaign. They came in to tonight's contest tied with the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs for the second most twin killings. High Point has 20 now, with Joe DiCarlo bouncing into one in the bottom of the second, I should say. Swing and a miss, strike 3. As Downs goes down on strikes for the second consecutive at bat, both times swinging. And that is 5 strikeouts now in the ball game, and 11 batters faced by Brett Kennedy. At the top of the third, for the Rockers, no runs, no hits. There was 1 error. And with the double play, Kennedy faces the minimum with nobody left on base. We move to the bottom of the third here in Central Islip, and we still have no score.
Hey fans, this is infielder Vladimir Frias, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolot Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
We move to the last of the third here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. No score between the High Point Rockers and the Long Island Ducks. The opening game of a 3-game weekend series. The Ducks kicking off a 6-game homestand here tonight. Vladimir Frias will lead off for the Flock. He'll be followed by Devin Marrero and Johnny Turbo against Justin Nicolino. Frias, a switch hitter, batting right against the Southport Nicolino, wearing number 1 and playing second base. This is game number 17 overall. He's hitting 186 with no home runs and 6 runs batted in. Fog continues to roll in here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. First pitch to Frias misses inside for ball 1. Nicolino has been fantastic for manager Jamie Keith and pitching coach Frank Viola all season long. Bringing the defensive alignment for the Rockers, Jerry Downs is at first base, Michael Martinez is at second, Tyler Ladendorf is at shortstop, and Xander Wheel is over at third. Quincy Lattimore is in left field, Johnny Field is in center, Jay Gonzalez is over in right field, Chris Proctor catches Justin Nicolino. Check swing by Frias, and the pitch is in the strike zone, called by Jim Grillo. And Vladdy is behind in the count 1-2. Justin Nicolino's 3 wins this season ties him for second most in the Atlantic League. And he's also 6th in earned run average at 1.90. 1-2 pitch is grounded to the right side. It's fielded by Jerry Downs, and he'll take it to the bag himself for out number 1.
Shortstop, number 35.
In steps Devin Marrero, right-handed batter wearing number 35 and playing shortstop. This is game number 18 for Marrero overall. He's hitting 196 with no home runs and 10 RBIs. Nicolino has gone very deep into ball games this year, third in the Atlantic League in innings pitched at 23 1/3. Herrera goes after the first pitch, and it's a pop-up to the right side of the infield. Michael Martinez, backpedaling onto the outfield grass, makes the catch, 2 men away. But it's back to the top of the order, and Johnny Turbo. Turbo had a screaming line drive that looked like it was going to go right back through the originator for a base hit, but Justin Nicolino stuck the glove out on his right hand and was able to snag the liner, helping out his own cause to begin his night on the mound. He's looking for his second 1-2-3 inning this evening. As Turbo fouls the first pitch off. Nicolino enters this start tied for 10th in the Atlantic League in strikeouts with 19. And the big number that stands out for him, because he has pitched so many innings at 23 1/3, the third most, you would think that his whip, walks and hits per innings pitched, might be a bit high, but it is not. He has the third best whip in the Atlantic League at 0.80. And the third best batting average against at 174. It's been a fantastic start to the season for Justin Nicolino. The Rockers have tossed 103 1/3 innings pitched. That's the combined number for their starters this season, the most of any rotation in the league, and the only rotation to crack 100 innings thus far. The Turbo misses down low. Nicolino is looking to start his season 4-0. 4 pitchers in High Point Rockers history have started a season 4-0. As Nicolino aims to join Asher Tolliver, Cooper Cassad, Jonathan Crawford, and Joe Johnson in pulling off that feat. 2-2 to Turbo. One of the many reasons for this High Point Rockers' success as a pitching staff has been keeping the ball in the ballpark this year. 11 home runs allowed by Rockers pitchers is the fewest in the Atlantic League. The 2-2 to Turbo is lined up the middle for a base hit. Johnny Turbo has a 2-out clean single to center. The third hit allowed by Justin Nicolino. And it'll bring up Alejandro De Aza. Grounded out to first in his opening turn at the plate back in inning number 1. High Point makes the big pitch as a staff when they need to. The opposition is hitting just 129 with runners in scoring position. I should say 129 in the series against the Charleston Dirtybirds. De Aza, first pitch swinging. It's a towering pop-up to first base. Jerry Downs battles the fog and makes the catch. And that will retire the side. For the Ducks at the bottom of the third, no runs on 1 hit and 1 runner left on base. They move to the top of the fourth here in Central Islip, and we still have no score.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Akil Morris, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trays, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Morning. Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah, they got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of their radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
The Ducks Health Report is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. 2 players for the flock are currently on the disabled list. We'll talk about that as this half inning moves along here. Brett Kennedy will face the heart of the order for the Rockers. Xander Wheel leads off, and followed by Logan Morrison and Quincy Lattimore. First pitch paints the black for a called strike 1. Wheel struck out swinging his first time up. One of 5 strikeouts thus far for Brett Kennedy. Bennett Parry is on the disabled list for Long Island with an upper extremity injury.
That's all I had. I was like, he goes, I want not to like bring a change.
2-1 the count to Wheel. And Ducks hitting coach Lou Ford is also on the disabled list, suffering from a lower body extremity. 2-1 pitch is cut on and missed. Take a peek at the out-of-town scoreboard in the Atlantic League and see what's happening locally in Major League Baseball as well as we move along here in this top half of inning number 4. The 2-2 pitch is a fly ball to shallow left center field. To his right, Deasa moves under it and makes a catch. 1 man down.
Designated hitter, number 34, Logan Morrison.
In steps Logan Morrison. Morrison drew a walk his first time up. At Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, a battle for bragging rights in the Keystone State. The War of the Roses continues. And the Barnstormers have an early 1-0 lead on the Revs. That game is in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 0-2 the count to Logan Morrison. Martinez, the pitcher on the mound, the starter for York. Ball towing the rubber for Lancaster. Rounded to third, past the reach of Romero into left field for a base hit. So Logan Morrison has reached base in both plate appearances. A walk and now a 1-out single, the second hit allowed by Brett Kennedy. And it will bring up Quincy Lattimore, strikeout victim swinging his first time up.
Quincy Lattimore.
Fielded double play depth. Lattimore watches the first pitch go outside for ball 1. At Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland, the Dirty Birds and Blue Crabs are playing, and the Blue Crabs have just taken a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 4th. Adams, the starting pitcher for Charleston, facing Mills on the mound for the Blue Crabs. So the Maryland has a 7.5 game lead on the Ducks for first place in the first half of the North Division standings. And they have the early lead tonight. The Kentucky Wild Health Genomes and the Lexington Legends concluded a suspended game that has gone final, with the Genomes defeating the reigning Atlantic League champion Legends by the score of 7-2. Villanueva, the winner, improves to 2-1. Cristino suffers a loss, dropping to 1-3. The 1-2 to Lattimore. Fisted foul out of play. In that game for the Genomes, Paredes hit his second home run of the season. Becker, round tripper number 3, and Mahan hit his 7th. And the 1-2 in the dirt, backhanded by DiCarlo, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Game number 2 is underway, with the Genomes leading 1-0 after 1 inning. Wild Health Genomes sending Pedden on the mound for that start. Lexington counters with Sampson. The 2-2. Off the plate, full count. Third full count now in this ball game, where Brett Kennedy runner is not going, and the payoff pitch is a slider swung on and missed. As Lattimore chases one out of the zone, and that is now 6 strikeouts in the ball game for Brett Kennedy. 1 on and 2 out for Tyler Ladendorf, who singled with 1 out back in the 2nd inning and was stranded at first base. The Rockers at first and second with 1 down in that 2nd, but could not push across a run. First pitch fastball is taken on the outside corner for a called strike 1. In Staten Island, the Honey Hunters and Ferry Hawks are scoreless in the top of the 2nd. Gastonia has Keel on the mound. Vargas gets the start for the Ferry Hawks. The 0-2 to Ladendorf. Just misses low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. At Citi Field, the Mets have a 1-0 lead over the Mariners in the top of the 2nd. Max Scherzer getting the start for the Metropolitans. Marco Gonzalez, starter for the Mariners. 1-2 pitch is a fly ball to left field. Backpedaling is L.J. Mazzilli, and he moves under it and makes the catch to end the inning. At the top of the 4th, for the Rockers, no runs on 1 hit and 1 runner left on base. After 3.5 innings of play, we still have no score between the High Point Rockers and the Long Island Ducks.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Johnny Turble, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Last night while my husband was sleeping, he shouted, "Baby, I want more." And I said, "What more could you want? You got me." And he said, "I was dreaming about a new house." So we went online to First National Bank of Long Island and applied for a mortgage. Best night of my life.
With competitive mortgage rates and flexible solutions, First National is the local bank that always puts you first. Let's connect at fnbli.com. First National. Go first. Go far. The First National Bank of Long Island. Member FDIC. Equal opportunity lender. Equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval.
Hey kids, are you ready to be part of the coolest club in town? If so, sign up today for the Long Island Ducks Kids Club presented by Bethpage Federal Credit Union. Children 14 and under will receive exclusive perks that only come with being a member, including a free ticket to a Ducks game, a free commemorative yearbook, 10% off at the Waddle Inn Shop, and much more. They'll also receive priority access to skip the line during Kids Run the Bases at all Sunday home games. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825, and we'll see you at the ballpark.
Coming out to Fairfield Properties Ballpark on Sunday, May 15th, when the Ducks close out their 3-game weekend series against the High Point Rockers. First pitch is scheduled for 1:35 p.m. And the first 1,000 fans in attendance will receive Ducks rubber bracelets, courtesy of the Elijah Foundation. To purchase tickets, visit the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office. Go online to liducks.com or call 631-940-TIXX. We have a pitcher's duel here as we move to the last of the fourth in Central Islip. Still no score. The Flock will send the heart of the order up against Justin Nicolino. Rusney Castillo will lead off. He'll be followed by Davidson Romero and Sam Travis. Castillo grounded out to third base his first time up back in inning number 1. He goes after the first pitch, and it's a high fly ball deep to left. Hooking foul. That ball at home run distance. But Castillo a little too far out in front of the fastball thrown by Nicolino. 0-1 is the count. Finishing out the out-of-town scoreboard. Later on tonight, an 8:10 first pitch from Guaranteed Rate Field. The Yankees take on the Chicago White Sox. It's a Garrett Cole start for the Pinstripes. Will be opposed by Velasquez. The 0-2 to Castillo. And he ties him up on the slider. Castillo falls to his knees and goes down swinging. And that is the first strikeout on the evening
Number 24,
for Justin Nicolino. So Nicolino has erased the leadoff batter in each of the first 4 innings on the mound. And I'll bring up Davidson Romero. Lined out to Quincy Lattimore in left field his first time up. Game 6 of the NHL's Eastern Conference first round series in Pittsburgh, as the Penguins out in front of the Rangers 2-0. Penguins leading that series 3-2. Trying to close it out at home. The Rangers are trying to force a Game 7 at Madison Square Garden. 1-1 the count to Davidson Romero. So if you come out to Fairfield Properties Ballpark on Sunday, not only will the first 1,000 fans receive Ducks rubber bracelets courtesy of the Elijah Foundation, there'll be another Sunday Family Fun Day courtesy of Bethpage Federal Credit Union. And that is a tremendous promotion that the Ducks have here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. Prior to the game, from 12:40 to 1 o'clock, fans can be invited onto the field to participate in a pregame catch. Two-1 to Romero is taken on the inner half for a called strike, and that evens count at 2-2. And then at the conclusion of the game, all fans can take part in the traditional running of the bases, weather permitting. It's really a fun-filled event every Sunday here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. And to purchase tickets, visit The Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office. LIDucks.com or call 631-940-TIXX. The Ducks are beginning a stretch tonight in which they play 19 of their next 25 games here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, where they have had a tremendous amount of success historically since this venue opened in the 2000 season. 2-2 to Romero is grounded off the mound towards the middle, backhanded by Martinez, but he has no play. And Romero is on board. We'll see how that one is going to be scored. Martinez was not shaded towards the bag. The ball was slowed down as it hit off of the pitcher's mound. Martinez went to his right. They could not field the ball cleanly on the backhand. Romero with not a lot of speed out of the right side of the batter's box. Martinez is able to field it cleanly. He may have an opportunity to throw out Romero. So the Ducks have a one-out base runner for Sam Travis, who singled his first time up. And it is going to be an error charged to Michael Martinez. His second of the season and just the 15th committed by the Rockers. Second fewest in the Atlantic League, only behind the Ducks, who have 12. Sam Travis fouls the first pitch out of play. High Point came into this game tied with the Ducks for the best fielding percentage at .980. Each team has had one miscue defensively so far in this ballgame. Wet conditions, I'm sure, playing a role as well. A 1 pitch is downstairs, and that levels the count at a ball and a strike. High Point enters this game with the best earned run average in the Atlantic League at 2.5. 1-1 pitch is grounded over the third base bag. It's a fair ball, backhanded by Wheel. The throw to first is in time to erase Travis by a step for the second out. Very impressive defensive play by Xander Wheel, backing up on the ground ball right over the third base bag, going to his right and corralling it on the backhand. His only play was to first. On the 5-3 putout, he erases Travis, with Romero moving into scoring position at second base. So now it's left up to LJ Mazzilli, who had a single his first time up against Nicolino, as the Ducks are trying to crack the scoreboard first in this ballgame. First pitch to LJ is chopped to third. Again backing up on his wheel. He knocks it down but has no play, and everybody is safe. So Romero advances to third. Mazzilli is on at first. And the inning continues for Joe DiCarlo.
The catcher, number 2, Joe DiCarlo.
And that'll be an error charge to Xander Wheel. So 2 errors in the inning. Wheel now with 6 errors on the season. And DiCarlo steps in with runners at the corners. He grounded into an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play back in the second. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a called strike 1. The Ducks, with runners in scoring position and 2 outs this season, have a team batting average of .333. DiCarlo is 5 for 7 with men in scoring position and 2 out in 2022. The 0-1. Curveball misses low, 1 ball and 1 strike. High Point has 13 wins this season. The staff tallying the 3rd most victories in the Atlantic League. They have 129 hits surrendered, the 2nd fewest in the ALPB. And only 61 runs allowed, also 2nd fewest in the league. 1-1 to DiCarlo. This is high, 2-1. High Point has the fewest runs given up at 47.
If it's the same, if it is the same color, so it's like, okay, where's my apology?
And a lot of control by this staff. The second fewest walks in the Atlantic League at 53. The 2-1. This is away, 3 balls and 1 strike. Ducks are 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position so far tonight. Carlo has the hitters count at 3-1. Runner goes from first, and the pitch is inside. Ball 4, and that will load the bases.
Go first, go far.
Fans were celebrating another First National Bank LI walk to first. Go first, go far. So 3 ducks on the pond for Vladimir Frias. A pair of errors and the first walk of the night surrendered by Nicolino, providing the base runners for Long Island. Frias grounded out to first in his opening turn at the plate back in inning number 3. Vladdy's hitting .286 this season with runners in scoring position and 2 out. Romero, the runner at third, he reached on an error committed by Michael Martinez with 1 out. Mazzilli is at second. He reached safely on an error surrendered by Xander Wheel. DiCarlo at first, he just drew a walk. First pitch to Frias is fouled out of play. The Ducks are first in the Atlantic League in batting at .273. They also put the ball in play. They have the fewest strikeouts at 111. The 0-1. This is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Nicolino has shown all of his pitches tonight. We've seen the curveball, the cut fastball, a 4-seam fastball, and a changeup. 1-1 to Frias, swing and a miss. Another good 4-seamer there from Nicolino to get ahead on the count, 1-2. Nicolino takes a long look into his battery mate. Chris Proctor now gets the sign and sets at the belt. 1-2 to Frias. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Ducks, we're making our way out to right because it's time for the
Justin Nicolino gets Vladimir Frias swinging for his second strikeout on the night, and he keeps the Ducks off of the scoreboard here in the 4th. For Long Island, no runs, no hits, a walk, 2 errors, and 3 runners left on base. We move to the top of the 5th here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark, and we still have no score.
Hey fans, this is Scott Harkin, right-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Planning your next party or looking for a caterer that will handle all of your needs? Hidden Gem Cafe's got you covered. From setup to service to cleanup and amazing food that is sure to be talked about, they can do it all without breaking the bank. Hidden Gem knows that each event is unique and strives to design a specialized menu for each event. Call the Hidden Gem Cafe for your next party at 631-390-5912. And be sure to follow them on social media too at the Hidden Gem Cafe for ideas and information.
Hey, kids, are you looking for even more fun when you come out to a Long Island Ducks game? Then be sure to head on over to the Ducks Fun Zone. It's located on the main concourse down the right field line. There you'll find 3 fun-filled inflatables, including the Duck Tail Slide, the Bounce House, and an obstacle course. Enjoy unlimited access to all 3 inflatables for just $5 every game. That's the Long Island Ducks Fun Zone, open during all home games at Fairfield Properties Ballpark.
It's time for tonight's 5th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. In Game 2 of the single admission doubleheader on Sunday, Long Island defeated Lancaster here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark by the final score of 2-1. For the Ducks, it was their 1,500th win in franchise history. So tonight's question focuses on the Long Island Ducks franchise as we ask you, the fans, what team did the Long Island Ducks defeat to win their first game in franchise history? 22 years ago, back in 2000, what team did the Long Island Ducks defeat for their first win in franchise history here in the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball? Nothing in 2 is a count to Michael Martinez. 7, 8, and 9 in the order for the Rockers in the 5th. Martinez will be followed by Chad Proctor and Jay Gonzalez. Martinez flying out to center field his first time up. The 0-2 pitch is grounded to the right side. To his left, Frias gobbles it up and throws to first. Score at 4-3. Martinez is retired for out number 1.
The catcher, number 10, Chris Proctor.
That will bring up Chris Proctor, who struck out swinging his first time up. Kennedy's first pitch is taken on the outside corner for a called strike 1. Brett Kennedy has thrown 65 pitches entering this 5th inning. Justin Nicolino needed 22 pitches to get out of the 4th unscathed. He has thrown 51 on the night. Teams have combined for just 5 hits. 1 and 2 to Proctor. I was talking about Brett Kennedy's first start in the big leagues on August 8th, 2018. His first strikeout was of Christian Yelich. However, he allowed 3 consecutive home runs in the first inning to Jesus Aguilar, Travis Shaw, and Eric Thames. His first win came on August 31st, 2018 against the Colorado Rockies at Petco Park. That day he fired 6 scoreless innings, yielding 4 hits and 2 walks while striking out a pair of batters. Again, the 1-2 pitch is taken on the outside corner for a called strike 3. That ball was framed beautifully by Joe DiCarlo, and that is strikeout number 7 on the night for Brett Kennedy. 2 out and nobody on for Jay Gonzalez, who reached on an error committed by Davidson Romero in his first turn at the plate back in inning number 3. Seven strikeouts for Brett Kennedy is a season high. He continues to pound the strike zone early in the count against these Rockers batters. 0-1 to Jay Gonzalez. Gonzalez grounds it to second, fielded on a couple of hops by Frias, and he throws to first, side retired. Brett Kennedy is on cruise control as he picks up his second 1-2-3 inning in tonight's ball game. We've reached the midway point on a Friday night here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. After 4.5 innings of play, we still have no score.
Hey fans, this is first baseman Sam Travis, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Millennium Container Service is fulfilling the needs of businesses and homes across Long Island. They provide waste and recycling services, plus a variety of dumpster rental options for any project. Millennium Container Service offers convenient, on-time deliveries and pickups, as well as daily, weekly, and monthly commercial service. Need a quote? Call 516-826-5544 or visit millenniumcontainer.com. Millennium Container Service. Keep your home and business clean.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime.
No score as they move to the last of the 5th here from Fairfield Properties Ballpark. It's time for the answer to tonight's 5th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. We asked you, the fans, this evening, who did the Long Island Ducks defeat in their inaugural season in 2000 for their first ever win in franchise history here in the Atlantic League? And the correct answer is the Nashua Pride. First pitch swinging, Devin Marrero lines it into the gap in right center field. That's going to get down for an extra base hit. Marrero rounds first and heads to second and will arrive in safely with a leadoff stand-up double. And the Ducks have the go-ahead run at second with nobody out here in the 5th on the 3rd double of the season, produced by Devin Marrero. Marrero wastes no time against Justin Nicolino here in the 5th. First pitch swinging, finds the gap in right center. And it's back to the top of the order, and Johnny Turbo, who has lined back to the mound and singled, 1 for 2 thus far. Turbo slashes the first pitch foul out of play. So the Long Island Ducks on Mother's Day in game number 2 here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark had a 2-1 triumph to sweep the Twin Bill from Lancaster, and it was their 1,500th win in franchise history. A 1 to Turbo is grounded up the middle. To his left, Landorf has it, and he throws the first, but it's a productive out as Marrero advances to third base with 1 away. So Turbo will get the handshakes in the dugout, and it'll bring up Alejandro De Aza with a chance to give Long Island the lead. De Aza has grounded out and popped out. Now 1 for 7 in a Long Island Ducks uniform, making his flock home debut tonight. Has an opportunity to give Long Island the lead. Infield in for the Rockers. Lefty-lefty matchup, first pitch. It's taken on the outside corner for a called strike 1. So the Long Island Ducks' first win in franchise history back in 2000 was against the Nashua Pride. A 1 pitch is grounded to first. It's fielded by Downs. He looks the runner back to third in Marrero. and steps on the bag to erase De Aza, and that is a king-sized second out for Justin Nicolino.
Designated hitter, number 38, Rusney.
Now it's left up to Rusney Castillo. Trying to give the Ducks the lead. Ducks played 92 games against the Nashua Pride all time and had a winning record of 112 games. And had a losing record of 53 wins and 59 losses. But they were 34-22 all time against the Pride here at home. And in 2004, they defeated the Nashua Pride 2-1 in the North Division Championship Series en route to their first ever Atlantic League Championship. Ducks victorious over the Camden River Sharks 3-0 in the ALCS back in 2004. In 2005, the Ducks lost in the North Division Championship Series to the Nashua Pride. 2-1 that season. The Ducks' first year under manager Buddy Harrelson in 2000, they had a fantastic record at 82-58. And believe it or not, despite being 24 games over 500, the Ducks did not make it to the postseason. Nothing in two is a count to Rusney Castillo. Devin Marrero is at third with 2 out here in the last of the 5th of a scoreless game. Pulled foul. The 82 wins for the Ducks in their inaugural season was the most in franchise history until 2019. The first year in the tenure of Ducks current manager Wally Backman, and that was when the Flock set a franchise record with 86 wins, going 86-54 en route to their 4th Atlantic League Championship in franchise history. Again, the 0-2 from Nicolino to Castillo, and that's in the dirt. It gets away from the catcher, Proctor, and coming down the line from third with the game's first run is Devin Marrero. That pitch could not be corralled by Chris Proctor. And the Ducks have a 1-0 lead here in the 5th on the wild pitch thrown by Justin Nicolino. Now the bases are empty. The Flock are out in front. That's just the second wild pitch this season thrown by Nicolino, but it's a big one as it gives Long Island a 1-0 lead. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired. Castillo chases the slider out of the zone. And the third strikeout for Justin Nicolino ends the inning, but not before Long Island jumps out in front on the wild pitch thrown by the Rockers left-hander. For the Ducks, 1 run on 1 hit, and there was nobody left on base. So we move to the top of the 6th here in Central Islip, and the score is now the Long Island Ducks 1 and the High Point Rockers 0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Brett Kennedy, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. Resort, the Radisson Hotel, Hop Hog, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Your source for everything Ducks is liducks.com. The official website of the Long Island Ducks is the best place to stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team. Purchase tickets to the game, see the full promotional schedule, visit the online store, read the latest news stories, and watch every game live right on the homepage. The site offers an optimal browsing experience on either your computer or mobile device. liducks.com, the official website of the Long Island Ducks, your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball.
Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. The Flock scratch across a run in the fifth. A wild pitch thrown by Justin Nicolino, scoring Devin Marrero. So Brett Kennedy has the lead for the first time this evening as he fires ball one low to Johnny Field. It's the top of the order for the Rockers in their third go-around versus Kennedy. Field to be followed by Jerry Downs and Xander Wheel. 1-0 pitch is a high fly ball to right center field. Johnny Turbo moves under, calls off Alejandro De Aza, and makes the catch for the first out. That's now 6 in a row retired by Brett Kennedy. And 9 of the last 10 as well, recording 10 outs in the process. Jerry Downs has struck out swinging both times. He goes after the first pitch and pops it foul, third base side out of play. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for the Ducks. They have stranded 5 runners on base. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Rockers. They've left 3 on. Fogg continues to move in to Central Islip. 0-2, the count to Jerry Downs. The Rockers come into this game 3rd in the Atlantic League in batting at .264. They're also 3rd in runs scored and hits. But they're 1st in total bases with 277. And tied with the Wild Health Genomes for 3rd in the Atlantic League in home runs at 21. Kennedy's 0-2, misses high. High Point is 3rd in the Atlantic League with a .354 on-base percentage. 1st in slugging at .468 and 1st in on-base plus slugging percentage at .800. Line down the left field line, and that'll reach the seats. Brett Kennedy's looking to match his longest outing in 2022. In the loss to High Point on May the 5th, a rematch against Justin Nicolino tonight. Game versus Nicolino on May 3rd, I should say, against High Point at Truist Point. He went 6 innings in the loss for his first quality start. He allowed 3 runs in the first, but that was it. His season high in pitches is 98. That also came in the start against High Point. 2 pitches inside, and that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kennedy has thrown 83 pitches thus far tonight. 5 1/3 scoreless innings on just 2 hits allowed, a walk, and a season high 7 strikeouts. The 2-2 pitch is rolled foul. A long turn at the plate here by Jerry Downs, as this at bat will require at least 8 pitches from Brett Kennedy. Jerry Downs is hitting just .229 this season against right-handed pitching. And the 2-2 pitch just misses full count. Kennedy was walking off the mound thinking he had strike 3. But ball 3, says Jim Grillo, home plate umpire. And it's the 4th full count on the night for Brett Kennedy. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Downs goes down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight, and that is 8 strikeouts now in the ball game for Brett Kennedy. 2 out and nobody on for Xander Wheel, who has struck out swinging and fly to center. This pitch misses outside for ball 1. Kennedy has retired the leadoff batter in 4 of the first 6 innings. He's looking for a shutdown frame here after being handed the lead. High Point's hitting .256 this season against right-handed pitching. The 1-1. This is low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Kennedy is looking for his 2nd consecutive 1-2-3 frame and 3rd on the night. He retired the side in order back in the 1st. The 2-1. Fouled out of play. Kennedy has now erased 13 of the last 16 batters he has faced. Trying to keep the Ducks in front here. The 2-2. Wheel pops it up behind home, and it goes out of play. The battle is on for an Atlantic League souvenir. Down by the box seats here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. Again, the 2-2. Pulled down the 3rd baseline, foul. Brett Kennedy was originally selected by the San Diego Padres in the 11th round of the 2015 MLB June Amateur Draft. Former Ducks player Jose Cuas, who was here from 2018 to 2019, and also last season, was taken by the Milwaukee Brewers 4 selections later. The 2-2. Fouled away. Another long turn at the plate. Jerry Downs was struck out on the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Brett Kennedy. And Xander Wheel will see at least 8 pitches in this battle against Kennedy. Kennedy played collegiate baseball at Fordham University in the Bronx, going 15-17 with a 3.73 earned run average. Full count number 5 on the night for Kennedy. If the inning continues, Logan Morrison waits on deck. Kennedy had a 3.7 earned run average in 50 games and 30 starts over 3 seasons at Fordham. Pitch number 9 is on its way. It's a payoff, and it is lined to left center over the leap of Devin Moreo for a base hit. So after winning the 9-pitch battle versus Jerry Downs, this 9-pitch at bat goes in favor of Xander Wheel. The Rockers have a 2-out base runner for Logan Morrison on the 3rd hit surrendered by Brett Kennedy. Morrison has reached base in both plate appearances, a single and a walk. Brett Kennedy's 218 strikeouts at Fordham University are tied for the second most in school history. First pitch to Morrison, it misses for ball one. He earned Texas League postseason All-Star honors in 2017 with the San Antonio Missions, the AA affiliate of the San Diego Padres. In his 7th professional season and first in the Atlantic League. 2-0 to Morrison. Kennedy was named a Pacific Coast League midseason All-Star in 2018 with El Paso, the Chihuahuas, AAA affiliate of the San Diego Padres. A good nickname there. He earned Pitcher of the Week honors in the California League on July 17, 2016 with Lake Elsinore.
What's good?
And also was Pitcher of the Week on May 17, 2017 in the Texas League with San Antonio. 2-1 is a count to Logan Morrison. The tying runners at first in Xander Wheel with 2 out in the top of the 6th. And the Ducks leading 1-0. Morrison fouls it out of play. Brett Kennedy was on the losing end of a 7-inning no-hitter thrown by Luis Frias on August 1st, 2021 at AA Amarillo. That was game 1 of a doubleheader.
So
2-2 to Morrison. It is pulled foul. Kennedy needed just 10 pitches to get through the 5th inning. Has 75 pitches thrown entering the 6th. But now has 99 pitches, so 24 here in the 6th. And this will be pitch number 100 on the night for Brett Kennedy. 2 long at-bats against Jerry Downs and Xander Wheel, a strikeout and a single. And now the pitch to Morrison, it misses away. And that is the 3rd consecutive full count for Brett Kennedy. So on 3-2 and 2 out, that means an automatic start at first base for Xander Wheel representing the tying run. Sam Travis will play behind him and off of the line. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat to Morrison. Wheel is in motion. The 3-2 pitch misses low, ball 4. And Logan Morrison is on board for the 3rd consecutive plate appearance. That is now 2 walks issued by Brett Kennedy, both versus Logan Morrison. So the tying run advances into scoring position at second. The go-ahead run is over at first. Batter will be Quincy Lattimore. Lattimore has struck out swinging in both at-bats against Brett Kennedy. And now pitching coach Rick Tomlin will go out and pay a visit to Brett Kennedy. Three very long turns at bat against Kennedy in the last 3 batters faced. Jerry Downs struck out on the 9th pitch of the at bat. Xander Wheel on pitch number 9 singled. And then on the 7th pitch of the at bat against Logan Morrison, the Rockers designated hitter drew a walk. All 3 of those at bats were 3-2 counts. 25 pitches thrown in those 3 at-bats against Downs, Wheel, and Morrison. 102 pitches thrown now on the night by Brett Kennedy, and 27 here in the top of the 6th. Quincy Lattimore is hitting .333 with runners in scoring position and 2 out this season. Big at bat here. First pitch is in the dirt, backhanded by DiCarlo for ball 1. Lattimore, a very dangerous hitter at the plate, tied for 5th in the Atlantic League in home runs with 5, and 9th in slugging percentage at .900. One 0 pitch is way outside, 2 balls and no strikes. You have to wonder how much Brett Kennedy has left in the tank here tonight. It's a season high in pitches now. Drew 98 against High Point on May 3rd at Truist Point. The 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. And that was a nasty pitch thrown on 2-0 by Brett Kennedy to Quincy Lattimore. He was way out in front. A good slider by Kennedy. And it's 2-1. Slider misses down low. 3 balls and 1 strike to Quincy Lattimore. If the inning continues, Tyler Ladendorf waits on deck. Dangerous pitch coming up here on 3-1 from Brett Kennedy to Quincy Lattimore. He's thrown 3 straight sliders to the Rockers left fielder. And the 3-1 pitch misses inside, and that will load the bases. So all of this happening with 2 out and nobody on. A single and a pair of walks. And that's going to be it for Brett Kennedy. As Wally Backman will come out and take the baseball from the right-hander. So we'll step aside, and when we return, we'll let you know who's coming on in relief for the Flock. The Rockers have the bases loaded with 2 down here in the 6th. And they trail 1-0 back here in just a moment.
Hey fans, this is manager Wally Backman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Last night I told my husband, baby, I'm ready to grow. And he said, are we having a baby? I said, no, but I do want to expand our business. So First National Bank of Long Island really delivered.
At First National, we offer competitive rates in the financing you need and access to expert local lenders. We also underwrite and service every loan. Let's connect at fnbli.com. First National. Go first. Go far. The First National Bank of Long Island, member FDIC. Equal opportunity lender. Equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolot Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Right-hander Anderson De Leon comes on in relief of Brett Kennedy. And he inherits the bases loaded and 2 out, with the Ducks leading 1-0.
Number 25.
All 3 base runners inherited by De Leon. The responsibility of Brett Kennedy. Here's Tyler Ladendorf, who has singled and fly to left 1 for 2, hitting .250 on the season with runners in scoring position and 2 out. And De Leon's first pitch misses away for ball 1. De Leon is making his 7th relief appearance. He's 2-1 on the season with an earned run average of an even 6. The 1-0. And Ladendorf hits a high fly ball into shallow right center field. Backpedaling is the second baseman, Vladimir Frias, and he makes the catch. Side retired.
Fans, turn your attention.
So Anderson DeLeon comes on in relief of Brett Kennedy and picks up a huge out of Tyler Ladendorf to keep the Ducks in the lead. For a high point in the top of the sixth, no runs on one hit. There were 2 walks and 3 runners left on base. In the middle of the sixth, the Ducks lead it by the score of 1-0.
Hey fans, this is catcher Joe DiCarlo, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
This is it. Check it out. See what everyone's talking about. Let Nicolak pave your way.
Bring your outdoor living dreams to life. Visit Nicolak's Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst and see thousands of square feet of pavers, retaining walls, fire pits, and outdoor living accents on display. Only Nicolak paving stones are made with Paver Shield technology for more vibrant color options than anyone else. Visit Nicolak.com to request a free sample or their Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst. Nicolak. Ask for it by name. You'll see the difference. Visit Nicolak.com. That's Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak pavers pave your way. Pave your way.
Anderson DeLeon comes on in relief of Brett Kennedy and induces Tyler Ladendorf to pop out to Vladimir Frias at second base. The Rockers leave the bases loaded as we move to the last of the sixth, with the Ducks looking for some insurance, leading by the score of 1-0. Justin Nicolino back out on the mound. 5 innings, the left-hander has allowed 1 run on 4 hits, a walk and 3 strikeouts. 1 double play turned behind him, but 1 big wild pitch as well, as that brought home Devin Marrero from third with the only run in this ballgame thus far. It'll be Davidson Romero to lead off for the Flock. They'll be followed by Sam Travis and LJ Mazzilli, 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Romero is 0 for 2. He's lined to left and reached on an error. So Justin Nicolino back out on the mound for his 6th inning, as we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in the Atlantic League as this 6th frame moves along. The one to Romero is a fly ball down the left field line, and that'll go foul. Romero breaks his bat. We'll head back to the first base dugout for a fresh piece of lumber. At Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, the York Revolution have opened up a 4-1 lead over the Lancaster Barnstormers in the top of the 6th. Carlos Franco, home run number 7 for the Revs. Martinez still in the game for York, their starting pitcher. Wall, the starter for Lancaster, has been relieved by Shirley. At Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland, the Blue Crabs have a 2-1 lead over the Charleston Dirty Birds. That game is in the top half of the 8th inning. Romero lines it back to the mound, and it's fielded once again by Nicolino for the first out. So Nicolino helping out his cause for the 2nd time. He also snagged a line drive hit back to him against Johnny Turbo to begin his night on the mound. So that's the first out here in the 6th as Sam Travis steps in. Travis has singled and grounded out to third, 1 for 2 thus far. Charleston's lone run in that game has come from Bertram, his first home run of the season. Adams, the starter for the Dirty Birds, has been relieved by Testa. Mills for Southern Maryland was the starter, and Rooney is now on in relief. The 0-1 to Travis is pulled over the third base bag. That's a fair ball, backhanded by Will. He fires across the diamond in time. Good defensive play by Xander Wheel as he takes a base hit away from Sam Travis for out number 2.
LJ Mazzilli.
Base is empty for LJ Mazzilli, who has singled and reached on an error. Earlier today in a suspended game, the Wild Health Genomes defeated the Lexington Legends. 7-2 was the final. Villanueva the win. Corsino the loss. First pitch to Mazzilli is taken letter high for a called strike 1. In that game for the Genomes, Paredes home run number 2, Becker his 3rd round tripper, and Mahan his 7th. Fastball taken on the outer half for a called strike. It's 0-2 to Mazzilli. In the regularly scheduled game, the Genomes and Legends are tied at 2 in the last of the 4th. Head in the starter for the Genomes. Remains in the game. Sampson, the starting pitcher for Lexington, has been relieved by Lavendier. The 0-2 to Mazzilli. It's grounded over the third base bag, and that's a fair ball again. Fielded by Wheel, and he throws to first to end the inning. Mazzilli thought it was a foul ball. It did not leave the batter's box right away, but it was called fair by third base umpire Michael Herring. And the inning comes to a close as Justin Nicolino has his second 1-2-3 frame on the night. Nothing across for the Ducks. We move to the 7th from Fairfield Properties Ballpark on a Friday evening, with Long Island leading High Point by the score of 1-0.
Hey fans, this is left-handed pitcher Brady Feigl, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body. Because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolot Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Fans, the Long Island Ducks 2022 season is presented by Catholic Health with a talented and experienced roster, plus exciting promotions every game. A day at the Ballpark is a truly good time every time. Tickets are now on sale for all Ducks home games at the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, online at liducks.com, or by calling 631-940-TIXX. Catholic Health, long live Long Island. Now, before this top half of the 7th inning was going to get underway, managers Wally Backman and Jamie Keefe met with home plate umpire Jim Grillo, along with Ducks president and general manager Michael Pfaff. And after the discussion, the Ducks, who were on the field to get ready to start the 7th inning defensively, were waved off of the field by Jim Grillo, the home plate umpire. And obviously the fog that is continuing to come into Fairfield Properties Ballpark is going to delay this game for the safety of all of the players out on the field. So before we step aside, we just want to close out the rest of the Atlantic League scoreboard and see what's happening locally in Major League Baseball. In Staten Island, the Honey Hunters have a 3-0 lead over the Staten Island Ferry Hawks. That game is being delayed in the bottom half of the third inning. Gastonia with the 3-0 advantage has Keel on the mound, and he is opposed by Vargas, the starting pitcher for the Staten Island Ferry Hawks. And Michael Fapp, the president and general manager of the Long Island Ducks, on the field right now with home plate umpire Jim Grillo, first base umpire Eric Mercado, and third base umpire Michael Herring, waiting to see how long this game is going to be delayed due to fog. And now Wally Backham will come out again and join in on the discussion with manager Jamie Keefe. Locally in the big leagues at Citi Field, the Mariners and Mets are tied at 1 as that game moves to the last of the 5th inning in Flushing. Max Scherzer, the starter, remains on the mound for the Metropolitans, and Marco Gonzalez, starting pitcher for the Mariners, also staying in the ball game as the Mets open up that series against the Seattle Mariners at home. The Yankees have a 2-0 lead over the White Sox in the bottom of the first in Chicago. And for the Yankees, that lead, courtesy of a Giancarlo Stanton 2-run home run, his 10th of the season. Garrett Cole is on the mound for the Yankees. He is opposed by Velasquez, the starting pitcher for Chicago. The first period is winding down in Pittsburgh in game number 6. The Penguins have a 2-0 lead over the Rangers, trying to close out that series with Pittsburgh leading 3-2. So we're going to step aside and we'll keep you updated as to what will happen moving forward. We are in the top half of the 7th inning from Fairfield Properties Ballpark in Central Islip, New York, in game number 1 of this 3-game weekend series. The Ducks lead it by the score of 1-0, and we will keep you apprised on what is happening moving forward. But for now, we will step aside, and when we return, we'll let you know about moving forward with this game, with the Ducks hanging on to a 1-0 lead.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane.
Hi, I'm Chris King, the radio and TV voice of your Long Island Ducks. 2004 was a very special season for the Ducks, both on and off the field. From the first pitch of spring training until the final out of their championship victory, there were packed houses, nail-biting wins, and enough excitement to last a lifetime. During the Ducks' first ever trip to the Atlantic League playoffs, each of their 6 games was decided by just 1 run, with the Ducks winning 5 of those. In putting together this championship DVD, we'll take a walk down memory lane and take you step by step through the Long Island Ducks 2004 Atlantic League Championship.
Following another close call at the end of the 2003 season, the Ducks had finished second in 6 of 8 halves through their first 4 seasons of play and still had never qualified for a playoff spot. After a winter full of organizational meetings and player signings, the team headed down to spring training loaded with talent, brimming with confidence, and eager to prove that this team was different.
Well, when we got down to spring training, it was we kind of realized that this was kind of a special group of guys, and we all clicked from the very beginning. And our mission was, you know, if we're going to be in the independent league and nobody's going to give us an opportunity to go play in organized ball, then we're going to try to do the absolute best that we can with our team. And like I said, we felt like we had a special talent and a special group of guys, and it was our goal to go out and win the championship.
He is all business on that 5th day. I tell you, he has his good times and whatever, and keeps everybody loose up to that point, and then it's business day.
I expect to win, and I expect to win pretty much with the whole pitching staff. When you get Bill out there, he's going to fight you. He's going to fight you to the end. He never wants to come out, and that's always good.
Of the 25 players on Long Island's opening day roster, 14 had major league experience, highlighted by a pitching staff that featured Bill Pulsipher, Matt Beach, Matt DeWitt, Bill Seamus, and Lance Davis, all of whom had experienced success at the big league level.
Every spring training, especially with the Ducks, you go into it of not knowing how long you're going to keep your guys, and that's always a concern. But when we walked out on the field the first day, when Pulsipher and Seamus showed up, there was no longer any worry of what type of clubhouse we were going to have. The camaraderie was there just with those 2 individuals, and as a coach, as a manager, when you know your camaraderie is good, it solves a lot of problems. So everybody else was going to fit into place. All the guys that we had from the previous year, we knew were very good guys, very good individuals, and we pride ourselves with the Ducks of bringing in good individuals, not just statistics, but they got to be good people to play here. And as soon as we had those 2 guys, we knew we were set.
As the season began, Long Island came out of the gates on fire, emerging victorious in each of their first 6 games.
4, and the Ducks win the game. Final score, Long Island Ducks 5, Pennsylvania Road Warriors 4.
By the end of the season's first month, Long Island was on a roll, in first place with a 16-7 record.
We had a lot of guys returning from the year before. It was myself and Barty and Doug and JJ and stuff. Well, those guys, I know they remember the hurt that we felt in that last game and how close we were to it. And then getting guys like Pulsipher and Seamus and Lance and Beach and those guys in the beginning of the year, we knew we had a staff that could take us all the way. Of course, the big question was how long were we going to have them for? Which comes across every year with the Ducks, is that we start off great, and if somehow or another the guys get picked up, which is what the league is for, and but it hurts our team club, and we never seem to make the playoffs because we got guys leaving, and sometimes you just can't replace those guys.
By mid-June, however, 3 of Long Island's top pitchers had been signed to major league organizational deals. Clint Weibel was the first to go, followed by Matt DeWitt and Matt Beach. Following their departures, the Ducks hit a skid, and, following a July 5th loss at the hands of the Nashua Pride, found themselves 1 game behind the arch-rival Bridgeport Bluefish with just 7 games remaining in the season's first half. Despite regaining their footing in the following series against Pennsylvania, the Ducks found themselves needing a sweep of Bridgeport in the half's final series in order to earn a berth in the Atlantic League playoffs.
All the Bluefish needed was 1 victory in the 3-game set, and the Ducks' playoff hopes would be dashed yet again. And the Ducks would have to do it against their arch rivals on the road in a ballpark in which their playoff dreams died in the last week of the 2000 season. They'd also have to do it in a ballpark where they'd only won 13 times in 37 games coming into the season.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane.
The 3-game series with Bridgeport
through the July 10th through the 12th was quite an exciting series, and it was great to have the fans coming over. I mean, there was so many little facets of that particular series that was going into play that not a lot of people, unless you'd been around and been a part of the Long Island Duck organization for a while, would really understand the complexity of it. With that veteran team that we had, we knew that if we just went in and played one game at a time, which is, of course, very cliche, but yet is very applicable for the situation. If we win the first couple of games, that we would put the pressure back on them, and that's what we did. The Monday night game, after it being called after the 9 innings, was very frustrating for all of us, both teams in general.
I know the feeling after the game of that last night when it was raining. We were in the clubhouse and we're going, this can't happen. I mean, we can't end it like this. We had just come back. I mean, we battled our butts off. And so did Bridgeport. I mean, it was a great series that we played against them. We beat them the first 2 games of the series. It came down to that last game. They had scored a couple runs in the beginning, and we fought back to tie it. And it came down to the 9th inning, and we were playing in the rain the whole game. And when they called the game and took us off the field because of the rain, it was like kind of mind-boggling. It's like, what are we doing? We've been playing in this for 9 innings already. Just all it takes is we finish 9 innings. The next person to score will win.
So the Long Island Ducks headed home. The July 12th game was declared a tie, with a new August 9th game rescheduled to be played in its entirety and no playoff spot yet secured. Despite the fact that they had come so far, the Ducks had no closure. The second half would begin on Friday night, but there was still 4 weeks of baseball to play before the first half champion would be declared.
Well, so we start the second half of the season. We don't know who the first half champion is, and we're going to play that game 2.5, 3 weeks out. It really kept the tension around here at a certain pitch. Certainly kept all the fans' interest. We started to point our whole season towards one game, and that's sort of good and it's sort of bad. For the fans, it was high drama. For us in our organization, it was high drama. For the ball players, so we were all focused in on that August 9th game.
And while the Ducks would have to wait for their chance to play for their first ever playoff spot, they would continue their pursuit of individual and team records that would fall during the magical 2004 season.
The Ducks' second half playoff drive has begun. But wait a minute, what about the first half?
Good question.
Something you've never even heard in baseball. Just like, let's put off the first half until a month later.
Because of a rainout, the Ducks and Bluefish have yet to decide who won the North Division. They'll replay the game in its entirety August 9th.
I mean, we definitely had momentum in our favor, and it was just too bad that it just had to stop like it did.
To have it end like that was really disappointing. We have some guys that do real well now. Who knows if Doug, Kamara, Barty, or Pulsford is going to be here come August 9th.
That could really change
that. They were a big part of our team.
"19 days and counting till August 9th.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible. And thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane.
When August 9th finally arrived, the team and its fans were ready.
My guys are ready to go. They're ready to play this game. You know, as I'm sure these guys are too. I mean, it's about the playoffs. I mean, there's a couple of reasons why these players are all here in this league. One to get back to organizations, and the other getting to playoffs. And here it is, right here on the table for them. So now it's whoever's the hungriest.
With more than 700 loyal Duck fans in attendance in Bridgeport, everything was on the line once again for Long Island's hometown team. In a game dubbed "One Game for All the Marbles" by Bridgeport officials, the Bluefish took an early 3-0 advantage against the Ducks and starter Brian Ricard.
Count 1 ball, 2 strikes to Avila.
And again, Lou, the rosters of these teams is quite different from what it was the last time we played this game on July 12th. The Ducks do have Garrick back. The Bluefish have Willis Otanez and DJ Boston back. But Long Island has lost Bill Pulsifer, Lance Davis, and Manny Ulloa, 3 of their best pitchers who've gone on to affiliated teams.
Beautiful pitch on the inside corner. And Ricard ends the inning, but
the Ducks showed their mettle, battling back and tying the game on Camara Barti's 2-out, 2-run home run in the 5th inning off Bluefish ace Tim Kaine.
Kane delivers, swing and a miss, tied him up inside, and Kaine works ahead 0-2.
And a chance for Camara to get some retribution, Lou, as it was Camara Barti who popped out to second base back in the 3rd inning with the bases loaded and 1 away. So he gets another chance here to at least drive in 1 run if he can bring in Cole Liniak from second.
Oh-2 pitch, swung on and drilled to deep left field. Going back is Otanez. It's gone! A home run for Barti! A 2-run shot! And we are all tied at 4.
Well, for Camara Barti, his team-leading 18th home run.
We were down early, so we were like, all right, now we got to fight back. But once you hit that 2-run home run and we're dead even, it's a whole new game. It's like, all right, it's 0-0. Now it's our game. We have the momentum. Let's take it. Let's go all the way with this.
Now Andrew Salvo. Be interesting to see if he tries to bunt here.
I would think so.
Bridgeport thinking bunt. Lou Ulloa now coming in at 3rd, and Salvo bunts it. It's a good-looking bunt, and they're going to go to first. For a second, Sherman thought about going to second, but then got the sure out at first base. Salvo does his job. Sacrifice bunt sends Rodriguez down to second, and he is the potential go-ahead run for the Ducks.
Well, Andrew Salvo practices that bunt every day in batting practice, and in the biggest spot of the season for Long Island, he comes through as manager Don McCormack there, playing small ball here in a tie game, and now he hopes that Kevin Baez, who's had the best defensive play of the game for Long Island, can come through with some offense.
And the Duck fans making some noise now. Baez and Justin Davies will try to give the Ducks the lead. Baez swings and lifts it deep down the right field line. Pennyfeather is there, makes the catch. Rodriguez is going to try to go. Pennyfeather's throw is into the stands, and Rodriguez will score on the overthrow. Long Island takes the lead. It's 5-4 Ducks.
Well, can you believe it? Will Pennyfeather, who had the best catch of the game for the Bluefish and one of the best arms in the Atlantic League, just threw one into the seats, into the Duck fan section. And as he did, Louis Rodriguez, who was tagging, is able to circle 3rd and score. The Ducks have their first lead of the game in the top of the 9th on a Will Pennyfeather overthrow.
With the Ducks now holding a 1-run lead, Long Island called on closer Bill Seamus for the final 3 outs.
And the Bluefish now down to their last strike.
And much like they do at Citibank Park, the Duck fans are on their feet throughout this ballpark, hundreds of them, standing and cheering for what they hope will be strike 3.
No balls, 2 strikes to Boston. Seamus gets the sign. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. The Long Island Ducks have won the first half championship in the Atlantic League's North Division. And the Ducks will go to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history.
And you see the jubilation on the mound. It has taken them 4 years, 3 months, and 12 days since the first pitch in franchise history was thrown back in April of 2000. But there will be postseason baseball on Long Island come September for the first time ever. And that guy, Bill Seamus, is the happiest man on the field.
The Ducks battle that.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane.
Once we got to that last inning once we brought Seamus in the 8th and we got through that, and knowing that, our cards are on the table. Everything that you kind of laid out before the game, how you want the game to go, and everything is just, it's right there for you. You just stick by your game plan that you pretty much had thought out. And when it gets down to it and it comes to, here it is, right on the table for Mr. Seamus, and the guy we've counted on the whole time. And it's like I've said before, he's one of them guys that you count on night in, night out. And it was just kind of a relaxed excitement watching him, because he just kind of manhandled Darryl Boston. It was really not much of a contest. And it was just, after that, it was such a relief, to finally get on the board with that first one, that the three of us, me, Buddy, and Dave, just kind of was embraced, and we let them do their thing on the field, and it was a relief sensation.
Following a dizzying post-game celebration, the Ducks returned to the reality of the second half. With 7 of their pitchers now gone and pitching for affiliated teams, the team struggled in the month of August, posting a record of 14-16 with a 5.63 ERA. With the key pitchers now departed, it was clear the Ducks' playoff hopes would depend on a promise made by a group of pitchers all the way back in spring training known as the Band: Bill Seamus, Bill Pulsifer, Matt Beach, and Lance Davis.
Those guys, upon leaving, vowed to us that if they didn't get called up to the big leagues, they'd come back, and the rest is history. Those people came back, and we played 7 consecutive one-run games.
Well, those at the end of the first half, prior to us having to reschedule the August 9th game, I remember being in the dugout and talking with Pointer about, and this is a guy that's won a World Series at the Major League level, and we both had the same feeling of playoff baseball. Doesn't matter where you're at, Little League or on up, it's just a special feeling, and that's the real reason that true baseball players play, and that's to have a chance to win a championship. Not for the money, not for the fame, not for anything like that. It's just to go out and compete at the highest level of your league, wherever it be, and you to be the top of it. It's really a special thing, winning a championship. And there's plenty of guys that play their whole careers and don't even make playoffs, let alone win a championship at any level. So it's really a special thing. And when a group of guys gets together and accomplishes something, it's camaraderie. It's a very special thing.
On September 14th, the leader of the Band, lefty Bill Pulsifer, was the first to make good on his promise to return. Within 5 days, Seamus, Beach, and Davis followed suit, and Long Island's once awe-inspiring pitching staff was back at full strength just in time for the team's first ever playoff appearance. The first playoff game in franchise history was on the road on Tuesday, September 21st, 2004 at historic Holman Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire. The Nashua Pride held a 10-8 advantage over the Long Island Ducks in the regular season, and they featured an explosive offense led by former Major League All-Star Dante Bichette. Despite rallying late in the game, the Ducks fell 3-2, and their playoff hopes were in danger just 1 game into the best-of-3 series.
Yeah, you'd like to, you'd like to win that first game, but we were coming back home, so I thought it was a great game, and up there we just didn't, we didn't make our move late in the game like we normally do, and then you come back here and you have all this enthusiasm. You have this 4 years of frustration, which is more in-house than it is the new players that came in. They had nothing to do with being defeated. You know, there are a couple guys here, Justin Davies and Doug Jennings, who had gone through all these close losses for all these years, and then you have the fans who had gone through that.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. After dropping Game 1 of the Atlantic League North Division playoffs in Nashua, the Ducks returned home to a raucous Citibank Park for the first home playoff game in franchise history. The sellout crowd had waited 5 years for this night to arrive. 6,322 strong and armed with thundersticks was in full throat as Bill Pulsifer headed out to the mound.
The first playoff game here at Citibank Park was obviously very personal to me and very special for me. And I've been to Super Bowls and I've been to Final Four in college basketball games and been to a tremendous amount of, played in a few championship games myself. But this was, from the time I walked from my office to my seat, it was like I was in the game. And so were 6,000 other people. This was an electric night for the fans and for our whole organization. I mean, it really felt like I had to put my chin strap on, actually, and and get ready to play. Almost had that football game feeling to it, not a baseball game. So it wasn't lost on anyone in the house that night how important this game was, and that we were really ready to play that baseball game.
After Pulsifer exited with a 1-run lead in the 7th inning, relievers Jordan Zimmerman and Joe Cotton got the game to the 8th inning for Bill Seamus, who slammed the door shut on the Nashua Pride with a 6-out save. With a 3-2 victory of their own, the Ducks were headed to the decisive Game 3, with Lance Davis headed to the hill. Davis was dazzling in Game 3, tossing 7 2/3 innings of shutout ball before giving way to Joe Cotton, who closed out the 8th inning. And while Davis was brilliant, his counterpart on Nashua, former Duck Denny Harriger, was equal to the task, leaving Long Island clinging to a 1-0 lead going into the final inning of play.
Interesting, we're going against Denny Harriger, who we had let go, and we always thought with Denny, if you can get him early, you're going to get him big. And we got him a little bit early, but then he settled down and pitched a great game. He really pitched a great game, and I was just amazed at the pitches he was throwing, where he wanted to. But we just had better pitching that day. We had Lance Davis and we had Bill Seamus, and they didn't.
After Seamus closed out the Pride in the 9th, the Ducks had clinched the North Division title and were headed to the Atlantic League's championship.
Mike Moore back with you from Fairfield Properties Ballpark here in central Islip, New York. As you can see, the fog remains on the field here in central Islip. And looking at Jim Grillo, the home plate umpire, he gives the official word to the press box that this ball game is over and the Long Island Ducks have a victory here over the High Point Rockers. 1-0 is the final from Fairfield Properties Ballpark in a game that was a fog-shortened 6 innings here in central Islip. So that is the final score, 1-0. The Ducks are victorious over the High Point Rockers. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show is next. We will recap this contest and hand out the Player of the Game honors. The Ducks take the opener of this 3-game series here in Central Islip, a shutout victory by the final score of 1-0 over the High Point Rockers.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Chet Hawken, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Morning, Dan. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. I took my family to a Ducks game and had a blast. The seats were great. We ate a ton of food, and the Ducks won. They even had amazing fireworks.
Oh, yeah. They got a good thing going on there. I took friends to Thirsty Thursday a couple weeks ago and had too much fun.
They should totally use us in one of the radio spots.
You mean like the one we're doing right now?
Sure, that works.
Ducks Baseball. Good times every time. Get tickets at liducks.com.
Mike Moore back with you from Fairfield Properties Ballpark here in central Islip, New York. Welcome to the postgame show. The Long Island Ducks have a fog-shortened 6-inning victory over the High Point Rockers. 1-0 was the final as they take the opener of this 3-game weekend series. And we had a tremendous starting pitching matchup in this contest, a rematch of the game that took place on May the 3rd at Truist Point in High Point, North Carolina. Justin Nicolino, the left-hander, got the nod for the Rockers, facing right-hander Brett Kennedy. And Kennedy retired the side in order in the top of the first by way of a flyout and a pair of strikeouts. And then Nicolino answered with a scoreless 1-2-3 frame in the last half of inning number 1. So back and forth we went. And the first threat in the game came by the Rockers into the top of the second. They had runners at first and second and 1 out. But then Michael Martinez flied out to Alejandro Diaz in center field, and Chris Proctor struck out swinging to end that frame. And then the Ducks came to bat in the last of the second and had runners at first and second as well with 1 man down. But Joe DiCarlo bounced into an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play. And this pitcher's duel remained scoreless as we moved to the third. And in the top of the third, Jay Gonzalez reached on an error to lead off the inning committed by Davidson Romero. But then Johnny Field bounced into a 5-4-3 around the horn double play, and Jerry Downs struck out to keep the Rockers off of the scoreboard. And we remained scoreless as we moved all the way to the bottom half of the 5th inning, as the Rockers were very quiet in this game moving forward against Brett Kennedy, but the Ducks could not do much against Justin Nicolino. So in the bottom half, I should say, of the 5th inning, the Ducks were retired 1-2-3 by Nicolino. I'm sorry, the Ducks in the bottom of the 5th. Devin Marrero led off with a double into the gap in right center field for his 3rd 2-base hit of the season. He was in scoring position, and that brought up Johnny Turbo. Turbo with a productive out, grounded out to short, moving the base runner in Marrero over to 3rd. The infield was brought in by the Rockers, and Alejandro Diaz grounded out to Jerry Downs at first for the 2nd out of the inning. But then with Rusney Castillo at the plate, Justin Nicolino threw a wild pitch, and hustling down the line from 3rd with the game's first run was Devin Marrero, as the wild pitch was surrendered by Nicolino, his 2nd wild pitch of the season, and that gave the Ducks a 1-0 lead. Castillo later in the frame struck out swinging, but the Ducks had the advantage as we went to the 6th. And in the 6th, looking for the shutdown frame, Brett Kennedy retired Johnny Field and Jerry Downs by way of a fly ball and a strikeout to begin the inning. But then Xander Wheel singled, and then Logan Morrison and Quincy Lattimore drew back-to-back walks, so the bases were loaded. The tying run was 90 feet away, and the go-ahead run was in scoring position at 2nd. That was it for Brett Kennedy. He was listed for Anderson De Leon, and De Leon came on in a big at-bat against Tyler Ladendorf, and on the 2nd pitch thrown, Ladendorf popped out to Vladimir Frias at 2nd base, and the Ducks were still in the lead as the Rockers left the bases loaded. We then were ready to move to the bottom of the 6th, and Justin Nicolino fired a 1-2-3 frame, the second 1-2-3 inning that the left-hander had in the game. And on we went to the 7th, and that's when Jamie Keefe, the manager of the High Point Rockers, got together with manager Wally Backer of the Long Island Ducks, general manager for the Ducks, and President Michael Pfaff, and the umpiring crew all got together at home plate. The crew of Jim Grillo, Eric Mercado, and Michael Herring decided that we were going to have this game delayed by fog, and after waiting for the fog to potentially lift, it was not going to happen. And Jim Grillo indicated to the press box that the game was going to be over, and the Ducks had a fog-shortened 6-inning, 1-0 shutout victory to take the opener of this 3-game weekend series. Let's take a look at the final numbers in tonight's ballgame for the Long Island Ducks. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error, and 5 runners left on base. For the High Point Rockers, no runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. They stranded 6. The winning pitcher is Brett Kennedy as he improves to 1-1 on the season. 5 2/3 scoreless innings and a season-best 8 strikeouts for Kennedy as he tallies his first win in a Long Island Ducks uniform, improved to 1-1 on the season. The losing pitcher going the distance, suffering the complete game loss, was Justin Nicolino. 1 run allowed on 6 hits and 4 innings for Nicolino, a walk and 3 strikeouts and 1 big wild pitch. That brought home Marrero down the line from third with the only run of the ballgame. So Kennedy the winner, 1-1 on the season. Nicolino, the complete game loss, drops to 3-1. Anderson De Leon picks up his first save here in 2022. The time of the game was 2 hours and 27 minutes, and the attendance here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark on this Friday night was 3,906. So with the victory, the Ducks snap a 3-game losing streak and improve to 8-10 on the season. They've now won 5 consecutive games here at Fairfield Properties Ballpark and improved to 5-1 in Central Islip. And the Ducks are currently 7 games back of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs for first place in the first half of the North Division standings. The Rockers have now dropped 3 consecutive games and fall to 13-7 on the season and 2-2 here, 2-2 I should say, on the road. They played just 4 road games and dropped 2 games back of the Gastonia Honey Hunters for first place in the first half of the South Division standings. Our player of the game is Brett Kennedy as he picks up his first victory as a member of the Long Island Ducks. 5 2/3 scoreless innings on 3 hits allowed, 3 walks, and a season-high 8 strikeouts for Brett Kennedy. He is our player of the game. We'll take one final break, and when we return, we'll look at the out-of-town scoreboard in the Atlantic League and see what's happening locally in Major League Baseball as well. The Ducks win a fog-shortened game here tonight. 1-0 is the final in 6 innings from Fairfield Properties Ballpark.
Hey fan, this is pitcher Anderson De Leon, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated for 65 years. Visit their spacious showroom to choose from a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty included. Some exclusions apply. Plus, they offer top dollar for trays, and their service department is open until 1 a.m. on weekdays. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway, or visit SayvilleFord.com for more information.
Mike Moore back with you one final time from Fairfield Properties Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. The Long Island Ducks take the opener of this 3-game weekend series with a fog-shortened 6-inning victory. 1-0 was the final. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in the Atlantic League. We begin at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where the York Revolution have a 6-1 lead over the Lancaster Barnstormers. That game is at the top half of the 8th inning. Carlos Franco, home run number 7 for the Revs. And also hitting a home run for York, Rodriguez, his first of the season. York started Martinez in that game. He's been relieved by Martin. And for the Lancaster Barnstormers, the starting pitcher for Lancaster was Ball, and now on in relief it is Laporte. So 6-1, York leads Lancaster in the top of the 8th inning from Clipper Magazine Stadium. At Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland, the Blue Crabs will on their way to a victory. 8-1, they lead the Charleston Dirty Birds in the top half of the 9th inning. And for the Dirty Birds, a home run for Burcham in that game, his first of the season. Zach Collier has hit his 3rd home run for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. The starting pitcher for Charleston was Adams, and now Harrison is on in relief. And for Southern Maryland, Mills was the starter, and Baker is looking to close it out as the Blue Crabs lead the Dirty Birds 8-2, moving to the 9th inning in Waldorf. If Southern Maryland wins, they'll improve to 16-3 on the season and go back to 7.5 games in front of the Long Island Ducks for first place in the first half of the North Division standings. Earlier today, in a suspended game in Kentucky, the Wild Health Genomes defeated the Lexington Legends. 7-2 was the final. Villanueva, the winner, improves to 2-1. Corsino, the loss, drops to 1-3. For the Genomes, Paredes has hit home run number 2. Becker, his 3rd home run, and Mahan, his 7th. And in the nightcap, Lexington leads the Genomes 3-2. That is the regularly scheduled game, I should say, between those two teams taking place tonight. And no home runs in that game for either side. Pettin, the starter for the Genomes. Ross Jr. now on in relief. And for Lexington, the starting pitcher was Sampson. And Adams is now coming out of the bullpen for the Legends, who lead 3-2 over the Genomes. That game is in the top of the 7th in Lexington, Kentucky. And the Gastonia Honey Hunters had their game postponed due to fog. They had a 3-0 lead over the Staten Island Ferry Hawks. That game was in Staten Island, but it has been postponed due to fog. So fog, obviously, here in the New York area. The Ducks are able to get their game in, but the Ferry Hawks and Honey Hunters are postponed. Gastonia had a 3-0 lead, but that is washed away as those two teams are unable to have their game completed tonight. In the big leagues, the Mariners and Mets are tied at 1 as that game moves to the bottom of the 7th from Citi Field. Max Scherzer got the start for the Mets. He's still on the mound. And the starter, Marco Gonzalez, remains on the mound for the for the Seattle Mariners. And in Chicago, the Yankees have a 5-0 lead over the White Sox. And that game is in the top of the 3rd in Chicago. And for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton has hit home run number 10 on the season. Garrett Cole, the starter for the Yankees. Vasquez on the mound for the White Sox. And that is the out-of-town scoreboard. What is happening locally in Major League Baseball and here in the Atlantic League. And in game number 6 of the Eastern Conference first round in Pittsburgh, the Rangers and Penguins are tied at 3 with just over 13 minutes to go in the 3rd period. The Rangers trail that series 3-2. They're trying to force a game number 7 at Madison Square Garden this weekend. So that is what's happening in the sports world. The Ducks come away with the victory, a 1-0 triumph tonight in a fog-shortened 6 innings of play. So the Ducks will look to make it 2-2 tomorrow night when they host the High Point Rockers in Game 2 of this 3-game series and the second game of a 6-game homestand. So that will do it for us from Fairfield Properties Ballpark. Once again, the final score tonight in 6 innings of play, it was the Long Island Ducks 1 and the High Point Rockers 0. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast. That will be tomorrow night when the Ducks host the High Point Rockers in Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series from Fairfield Properties Ballpark. First pitch is scheduled for 6:35, and the pregame show begins at 6:20. You can follow all of the action right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. The voice of the Long Island Ducks, Michael Pollack, will bring you all of the play-by-play. My name is Michael Moore. Thank you so much for spending your Friday evening with me. Once again, our final score tonight in 6 innings, it was the Long Island Ducks 1 and the High Point Rockers 0. For our entire crew here at the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network, I want to say again, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening. Have a great weekend. The Ducks win it 1-0 as we say good night from Central Islip.